If you want to go into counseling or psychotherapy, should you get an MSW or an MA? Let's talk about it, friends. Please note, an MSW and an MA are going to equally train you, for the most part, in the same competencies to be a psychotherapist or a counselor, but they each have the opposite pro and con, with one notable difference. An MSW is going to train you for breadth, not depth. You're going to be trained in modalities and styles and ways of providing psychotherapy and counseling, but you're also going to be provided the training to be a fully rounded and competent social worker. So the expectation when you graduate from your MSW is that you would be able to provide psychotherapy and counseling, but you'd also be able to work, say, in a hospital or in a school or with people who are housing insecure. On the flip side, an MA in psychotherapy and counseling is really going to go for depth. You're going to learn so much about psychology, and counseling methods and psychotherapy methods, but you're not really going to have flexibility or ability to change. MSWs are typically more versatile. You can do more jobs with it, versus an MA where you're really deeply trained to do one job. So if you want the flexibility, if you want the ability to move or change jobs, if you think you might want to, then the MSW might be better for you. If you absolutely know that you want to go into counseling and psychotherapy, then it sounds like an MA in counseling would work for you. The only other big thing to note, and there is like kind of a big caveat with this, is that the MSWs are going to be a little more competitive and a little harder to get into than the MAs in counseling. Mainly because there are more universities offering the masters in counseling and psychology, most notably online schools like Athabasca University and Yorkville University, whereas there aren't as many schools or online schools offering the MSW, so it's a little harder to get in for your MSW. But either one is going to train you to be a psychotherapist or a counselor. Just the MSW will give you breadth, not depth, to do many things. The MA will give you depth, but not breadth.